some facts about me. I once due to a clerical error, was named second place in Forbes magazine's most eligible comptrollers of 2009. Don't know how my name got entered, but thank you, whoever that was. I appreciate it. I don't know what comptrollers do. I'm also Mila's less famous brother, and I wasn't supposed to be a sad thing. Slightly less famous. And today I wanted to get up here and say a few facts maybe you don't know about Mila and Richard, and then specifically to them, just a couple of a list of just a few hints and tips on their marriage to come, some relationship tips that I think are really helpful for them. So, for those of you who don't know Richard as well as you do Mila, maybe you didn't know this fact. I just found this out. I was doing a little digging. Richard first came to America in 1985 as a young Korean boy who spoke very little English. After being taken in graciously by the Thomases and having incredibly massive and risky Caucasianization surgery, he is the white man you see before you. Mila, on the other hand, most people know this, Mila is an incredibly talented folk, pop, rock, and now country music star. What you might not know is that she's also an incredibly famous R&B and rap artist. You may have noticed about 2 years ago, her most popular hit, it dropped. Some of the younger people in the room may recognize this. Mila's famous song, "Gonna Back It Up, Slap It Down, For Real." That was a hit. That was a hit with the young people for a while. So I want to get to my 10 tips for the new married couple. I should preface this by saying I have no practical experience in marriage, and most of this list has been compiled from knowledge coming from movies and popular TV shows. Rule 1. Now, in a marriage, you're going to argue, you're going to fight, it's going to happen, so I hear. And because of that, rule 1 is just something to kind of make things a lot easier in the marriage. Rule 1, fight until there is a definitive winner of the argument. Because honestly, how else do you know who's better at the marriage? You got to keep score somehow. Number 2, now having said that previous one, full-on aggression is probably not wise in a marriage. We all know this. So instead of when your spouse asks you what's wrong, instead of saying this, 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 and this, say nothing, and then don't speak to them for the rest of the day. Wait till they figure out what they did wrong. Remember, if they can't figure it out, that's one win for you. It's also good in marriage to remind each other how much you love one another. Like, leave notes to one another. Say one of you gets up earlier and heads out of the house, and the other one is still, taking a shower or whatever. Put a note on the door or on the table. Maybe a note to, just remind them how committed you are to the relationship. Like, if you ever leave me, I'll come get you. Or just that you're paying very close attention to them and you haven't forgotten them. Like, I'm watching you. Rule number 4. Rule number 4 is, if you have any as yet unrevealed quirks or eccentricities, you've really missed the window to reveal those to your spouse. So you're going to have to hide those for the rest of your life. I mean, honestly, you wouldn't want your spouse to think that they had married a crazy person. Number 5, try to leave unexpectedly late at night and stay out to all hours. When you come back, don't explain yourself. This really deepens the mystery and keeps it fresh in the relationship. Mysteries like who you're with, or if you'll ever come back. Number 10. If you have any more serious problems, if you have any, after you've gone through all of these and done all these hits and tips, if you have any serious problems left, don't be afraid to tell everyone but your spouse about them. And lastly, one last thing. Didn't really know how to end this, so I'm going to end it like this. I have a song for you two. From me to both of you. Love you too. On the wings of eagles, on the lips of doves, on the backs of dragons, may you find your love. From the hills of Gondor to the crack of doom, the fields of Rohan to the bridge of Khazad.